With potential whiteout conditions looming in our future, we are getting close to football at snowy Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get this to the 32. You look at this Steeler defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked third against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Once again, Judkins. And the defense closes quickly there. And they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. To throw is Sanders. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Howard completing it to the right side. Johnson. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Gonna go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now runs straight ahead with one. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We look at this Browns defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're just far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move on. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Howard. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Browns had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
19 tight, 77 ready.
Sanders to throw. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, it's Sanders. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Get it.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great
this one in for a Brown score. Kari Blasingame, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see him really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he finds Austin complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. And how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Howard. Short throw to Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Howard. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Howard. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And this is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 61 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw. Howard. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Howard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
19 target.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. The final shot before break. Howard toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now is really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Howard. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 74 yards.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Forced out to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 76 yards.
And the Browns are able to widen their advantage.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Howard operating from the gun.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the give, it's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Howard.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Howard. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it, Warren. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty. On 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, here's Shadur. Rolling to his right. Pass caught by Fannin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, here's Jenkins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10.
First down, right back to Judkins.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Now Sanders.
And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
From 21 yards away.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Looking to put a drive together. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now Rodgers. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Steelers first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And again, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Here's Sanders.
Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Alex Highsmith. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Sanders to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. To throw, it's Rodgers.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers. Got to have this one. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They give up the middle. Judkins gets around him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. lead of only about the length of the football here on second down. On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw now, here's Sanders. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, you might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He finds Austin complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Kent to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns,
they avoid that 10th loss and move to 7-9 on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.